The introduction to your paper is probably the most important part of the essay assignment. It does a number of things. It grabs your reader's attention, hooks them in. It establishes your credibility or your authority, meaning it lets your reader know that, hey, this is a person that knows what they're talking about. It also provides some background for the topic that you'll be discussing. And most importantly, it provides a thesis statement or a claim. We use the word claim oftentimes when we're talking about argument, but it's the sentence that communicates to your reader what the focus of the paper is going to be. What is the actual argument that is going to be explained or developed throughout the course of this paper? In the first essay assignment, I shared with you a presentation that followed a three-part model where we begin with a hook, a background, a little bit of background information, followed by a thesis. Another way to begin an introduction, of course, is just to summarize the ideas of others before introducing your own point. And using this approach, you might use either some of the discussion board assignments or some of the Précis assignments to build out your introduction. A third way to build out the introduction comes from a template from the They Say, I Say textbook. And this is the textbook refers to it as the template of all templates. And you see it on the screen here before you. You also find it, as I mentioned, in the textbook. But I just wanted to share an example of how you might use this template to begin an essay assignment on the topic of social media. So the blank template is up top. Underneath, I've begun to fill in the template with the content that's in blue, but of course I didn't finish it. I left it open. But just to give you a sense of what that looks like, in recent discussions of social media, a controversial issue has been whether teens and children are safe to use these platforms. On the one hand, some argue that social media is an important site for connectivity for youth. From this perspective, keeping teens from social media prevents them from interacting with their peers and developing age appropriate bonds. On the other hand, however, others argue, and you would continue, others argue that social media is inappropriate for young people. And then you might cite some of the writers that we've studied that would corroborate that. And then finally, you would offer your own opinion. So this is just another way of setting up the they say, like the two they says, followed by the I say. Again, you're just establishing an ongoing conversation before introducing your own argument, right? Establishing that hey, this topic, there's some relevancy to it. I'm not just the only one that's thinking about it. There's some ongoing debate. So you might use this template as another way to begin your essay assignment this week.